Hey Aquarius, welcome to the Jupiter Child. My name is Andy and today we have your February 2023 reading. So let's go ahead and get started. Just a reminder, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're a cross watcher, meaning that you're not an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, leave. Okay, go watch for your own rating. Stop being a little snoopy snoop. Remember that this is going to apply for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement Aquarius. So if any one of those fits you or all of those fits you, I don't know, maybe you got a lot of Aquarius in your chart, this reading could definitely be for you. So stay tuned for all of these messages, okay? And if they do resonate at any time, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. So for the month of February, Aquarius, happy birthday, sorry. Happy birthday. You're my first one of the month because it is your season. Welcome to Aquarius season. Maybe some of you have already had your birthday, but happy birthday to you guys. I hope that you guys have a great one. We have the Thinking Woman. So first card out represents your overall theme or energy of or what February has in store for you, what February is about for you. With the Thinking Woman, this kind of gives me the energy that you guys may be either studying a lot this month. You may be thinking a lot about a very specific thing. Could be a person, place, or thing, or there is someone that is thinking about you. If you are the feminine energy in this situation, you don't have to be. And when I talk about feminine or masculine, or sometimes I do still say man or woman, on this channel, I don't mean sex and I don't mean gender. I mean energy, okay? So if you hold the more feminine energy, if you know that you are more of a feminine energy being, this would definitely be you. If that is the case, I definitely think that you guys are either really studying on something, you're really focused on something, you're really, it doesn't have to be action, although it could be. I just feel like you guys are just really like focused on obtaining a very specific goal. So that's why I feel like some of you could be studying like for a degree, some of you guys could be applying for a new job, or like, your goal is to get a certain position in a certain career field, so you'd like studying, get qualified, and get a certification and whatnot. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm center. I don't think I am. Okay. Hopefully that is center. So if you are the more feminine energy, like I said, I feel like you guys are really focused. You could also be thinking about someone as well, but I don't really feel that it's a person, to be honest. Although it could be, and we'll see in a second when we get some clarifiers. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are really like thinking about, I want to say that y'all are thinking about life in a really like deep and profound way. Like I'm hearing someone say like, what is the meaning of life? Like y'all are in that place where I've been there several times, and I go there all the fucking time in my own mind, where I'm like, what's the meaning of everything? Like, what is love? What does love feel like? What is love truly? Do we have souls? Like, where does the soul live and where does it reside in the body? Like, I don't know. Sometimes they just ask like really crazy questions. Some of y'all also could smoke weed, and this is where or how these thoughts arise, just because I also am familiar with that as well. Although I don't anymore, because I'm like probably more 3.5 months sober now at this point. Let's go ahead and get some more information for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the month of February for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. King of Pentacles in reverse, and I don't think that that's you. I don't feel that that's you. What else for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement? We have Judgment. We have Strength in reverse. Some of you, this King of Pentacles is your father, I'm getting. So some of you, I feel like if this is your father could be sick or not be doing so good right now, like health wise. And that could be like mental health. It could be physical health. But that's only if you know that already, okay? So I don't want to freak y'all out. Like if the last time you checked your dad is perfectly healthy, then he's fine. So don't go like freaking out and go calling him right now, okay? I promise you he's fine. But if you already like aware, like maybe your dad has like a disease or like chronic something, you know, like if he's like just like really old and like, or he's already like in his final stages of life and you're already aware of this, I just feel like it's just this is just spirit signaling to me that this is what's on your mind. I feel that that consumes most of your thoughts day to day. So whatever it is that you do throughout your day, whether you're working or not working, day off or not, your mind is constantly going to, I hope my dad's okay. Maybe you like call on him a lot, maybe you check on him a lot just because you're really worried because he's not in a good place. Okay, we see that he's not, and I feel like you just feel really worried. I will say with judgment, there is a sense of guilt here. Okay, sponsor me. So addicted to those. That's like my second one today, which is so bad because it's so much caffeine and sugar. Anyways, with judgment here, I feel that there's a sense of guilt that comes from you, Aquarius, okay? I want to say this, though. I don't feel that you have anything to feel guilty of. What I feel that this guilt is, it's like, I wish I could do more, or I should be doing more. I should have done more, like, before he got sick, or I should have been there more for him. Like, this could just be those moments where maybe this person really is close to death. And I don't mean like super close that they're gonna die like tonight. But they could be like in their last couple months, or like maybe the doctor's told them like, oh, he might not live to the end of the year, or that maybe the doctor's already kind of told you like, gave you like a life expectancy, and maybe it's relatively short with only a couple months or like a year or so. Or like a couple years, which could seem like when someone tells you that like, oh, they're only going to be alive for like maybe 5 more years, it feels really, really short, although that is a good amount of time. This judgment, this guilt is just coming from maybe you didn't spend, maybe like throughout your life you didn't spend that much time connecting with your father. Maybe before he got really, really sick, or before he's getting to this like final stage of life, like you weren't really taking care of him, or maybe you weren't really talking to him. Maybe what brought you closer is him being in this place in his life, in this like sick place, or this like fading away place is like maybe what brought you guys together. Maybe you feel guilty about that. Maybe you feel guilty that you hadn't tried more, or that you weren't there more, or vice versa. Maybe you feel guilty for not having that, but maybe it was more on your dad's part. Maybe he wasn't really trying, maybe he wasn't really there, and you just feel just bad about that. Time has gone by, and sooner or later he's going to be gone, which we all have to know that, right? Like one day, either we'll outlive our parents or they'll outlive us, okay? But y'all probably not going to make it to the end together. I'm just saying. It just is what it is, okay? We're not immortal beings. We're not going to live forever. But I just feel that this guilt just comes from that, okay? For those of you that your father is not sick, I do feel that you guys are thinking, or like there's someone on your mind. There's a King of Pentacles energy on your mind. It could be someone that's older, like I would say like 35 plus, I would say. But there's just someone that's in your on your mind constantly that you think about. I feel like you guys are worried about this person. Like this person could be an addict. This person could have fallen into addictive tendencies, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. I just feel like this person's just not in a good place, and I feel like they definitely could be dealing with some type of addiction. Just because King of Pentacles, and specifically this King of Pentacles, has a ram next to him, and King of Pentacles can represent Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I'm getting strong Capricorn vibes from this specific king just because of the ram here representing the devil, which represents addictions. So some of you could like have lost a friend, a lover, a father, a brother to addictions. And I don't mean like lost like death. I mean like they're like wasting their life doing drugs. Like maybe they're homeless. Maybe you haven't heard from them for months. Maybe they come in and out of your life, and they come in and ask for money for whatever they need it for. And what I'm saying, like I don't feel that anyone that's watching this reading has anyone that has passed yet, okay? Some of you, again, are connected with your father is sick and could be on this last stages of his life, in his last stages of his life. And others of you are connecting with someone, older male, 30, 35 plus, which I know it's not old, but I'm just saying like that's like minimum age. It could be 30, 35 plus, around that. And someone that is fallen to their addictions. We have strength in reverse. I just feel like right now you guys feel really weak. And sorry, not weak, helpless. That's what I mean by weak. It's like what can I do in both situations, whether it's a sick father or it's someone that is falling to addiction. I feel that you Aquarius are just really like, what can I do? Like, how can I save them? How can I help them? How can I comfort them? How can I ease their pain? How can I be there for them? What do I do? What can I do? What should I do? I feel that y'all are really in this like replaying scenarios and situations over and 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 over again. And I feel like I had to say that so many times because I feel like y'all are just really, really thinking about these things over and over and over and over and over again. I'm not gonna do that again, but I just feel like y'all's brain is just really replaying things. Some of you are just replaying memories, like the good times you had with this person, conversations that you've had with this person, and thinking like, oh, if I had said this, then maybe they wouldn't have gone and did drugs at that club and then got addicted. Maybe if I stopped them, maybe if I told them I was worried, maybe if I told them that I loved them more, they wouldn't have sought out like this substance to like ease their pain, you know. Maybe if they felt love, maybe if I made them, you know. And I feel like y'all are just really taking on a lot. Like y'all are really taking on a lot. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders right now, Aquarius. And you feel like y'all are taking on more than what is like actually yours. You know what I'm saying? It's not your, you know, whether this is your father, your brother, your friend, whatever, you know, if this is someone that's sick, if this is someone that is, you know, an addict, if this is someone that's dying, there's nothing you can do. It's not your responsibility. It may feel that way, Aquarius, but I'm telling you right now that it's not. Okay? If this is your father that is getting close to passing away, there's nothing that you can do because, as I said, we are not immortal. There is an expiration date for all of us. Myself, you included. At one point, we will all die, and we will no longer be on this earth. And some of us think that that's super sad. Some people think that's super beautiful. Some people are scared. Some people are excited for that moment. You know, everyone has different perspectives and different relationship with death. This, in the same sense that your relationship with God and your relationship with higher powers is a personal one, our relationship with death is also a personal one as well. And that's why I'm saying to you that it is not your responsibility, because that relationship, that experience is a personal experience and a personal relationship between your father and death. Not you, your father, and death. It ain't a three-way. Sorry, I'm gonna not do that. And also, for those of you dealing with an addict that's a friend or a lover or a brother or whatever, same thing. You know, what they're doing it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. People don't just become alcoholics for no reason. People don't just use drugs and then become addicted to them for no reason. There is something that makes them go down that route, and it has nothing to do with you. Even if they were to say, you're the one that made me drink, you know, I never would have started drinking if it wasn't for you, blah, because you broke my heart, and I started drinking because I was miserable without you, blah, 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 and all this shit. It has nothing to do with you. That is projection. That is them projecting their own fears. That is them projecting their own trauma. That is them projecting their own dark, shadowy shit all over you. Do you know what I'm saying? It is not, and this is an example, maybe that really did something. Maybe someone, you know, turned to drugs or alcohol after you broke up with them or something like that, and they're blaming it on you. You broke up with me, and now my life's miserable, and now I'm an alcoholic, and I can't get up, you know, off my ass and do shit with my life, and I'm stuck, and you're moving on, and blah blah. And maybe that's just why this is heavy on your conscience. Like I said, some of y'all feel guilty regardless of what this is, regardless if it's a sick father or someone that you know that's an addict that you lost to addiction. That's why you feel guilty. It's like this person is making you feel guilty. Like they may be blaming you, and you know that. Maybe they've said this to you, but again, it's not your fault. That is them projecting that, you know, they couldn't handle the breakup, and instead of like finding healthy emotional ways to cope, they turned to alcohol, they turned to drugs, and that is their choice, which had nothing to do with you. You didn't pour the damn bottle down the throat. You didn't line it up for them. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make them do nothing that they didn't choose to do themselves. So there's nothing to feel guilty about, even though I know y'all do. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that, because they want you to work on releasing that guilt. Because you thinking about this shit over and over and over again, this consuming your day, like, I don't know if it's that you think about this all day long, but I feel like throughout the day, this situation comes to mind, and when it does, you feel guilty, you feel terrible. And some of y'all maybe have like a really good life right now. Like, I feel like things in your personal life are going really good right now. So it's like you're just like enjoying, you know, your beautiful life day to day, and you're like, that's also what makes you feel guilty, knowing that this person is in a really dark and low place. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I really feel like y'all just feel that this is your fault, or that, or it's like you guys are trying to figure out, what can I do to fix this? How can I fix this? Like, what can I do to alleviate this person's pain? How can I heal them? How can I make everything better? And it's like y'all have gone through every situation. Like, look at this card. Like, y'all are like going, like writing down, journaling, like pros and cons, like, should I do this? Should I do that? Maybe this, maybe that. It's like y'all are like going through every scenario of like what you could potentially possibly do for this person, and nothing is like coming out. It's like there's no solution because it's not your problem. That's it's like spirit is not allowing you to find a solution because there is no solution to be found, because it's not your problem, it's not your responsibility. You know, because it's like if it's not to say that it's not shitty, you know what I'm saying? If your father is gonna pass away soon, that is shitty, that's sad, that's terrible. I'm sure it's heartbreaking to see someone that you love fading away that way. But what can you do? You know, what do you expect yourself to do? To just magically breathe eternal life into them? You can't. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. Call them if they live far away. Visit them when you can. You know, spend as much time as you can with them. Okay? And just know that you did that. That you made time to give as much as you could. Okay? And keep in mind that, like I said, some of y'all have maybe, well, a lot of you are really busy. Maybe you have a lot going on right now where you can't be there that much. You can't call every day. That's okay. But if this really is important to you, just do it when you can. Call when you can. Go visit when you can. It's only, you're going to truly feel guilty when you have time to visit, you have time to call, and you don't. That's later on, once this person passes, that's when you're going to feel really shitty. That's when you're going to feel really, really, really guilty. Like, oh my God, I was really busy, but then on that one day off, instead of just taking the day off, that's when I went to go, well, I didn't go visit him. I could have, and that was the last day that I could have done it, and blah, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa too. Don't feel guilty if there are some days, because like I said, y'all have your own shit going on. There's nothing you can do anyways, whether you're there or not. Sometimes, like, I feel like some of you want, like, instead of, when you do have a day off, like, instead of, like, going and visiting or calling or seeing that person, some of y'all just want to take a day off and do something for yourself. That's okay, too. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about what you're doing, because there's nothing you can do in either of these situations, whichever one, you know, resonates with you, Aquarius, whether it's a sick father or an addict that you know, there's nothing you can do for them. Okay? So just do what you can, do what you want, do what you think is right in each moment, and take it day by day. Just breathe, okay? Because y'all are stressed, and I understand. I feel like y'all are very reasonably stressed. Like, it's reasonable. Let's get up. I'm not gonna take that. The card was new partner. It's like a new partner maybe coming for some of you, but I don't think, I'm not taking it because this doesn't really feel like a, whoa, what the hell? Okay, maybe some of y'all might be having a new partner soon, okay? It may be that, like, after you go through all this, you know, dealing with all this and, like, letting go of your guilt and letting go of, like, because these thoughts, I feel like y'all are being consumed by your own thoughts about this situation. Once you let it go, move on, like, let it go of, like, letting this consume and overrule your life. Some of y'all might be meeting a new person. You have 3 cards that came out. I'm going to read them all. It's going to be long. Just bear with me. Be honest with yourself, Aquarius. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So a lot of you need to just take care of yourself. Do what you need to for yourself to get through this, okay? And be honest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I know that y'all already realize that you can't do anything for these people. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of which situation resonates with you. The father or the addict. Y'all understand that there's nothing that you can do. So it's almost like it's kind of a waste of time thinking about things to do because there's not very much you can do. Be there if you can, call if you can, you know, lend an ear, show that you're there if you can. If you want to and you can, do it. If not, don't. And don't feel guilty about doing it or not doing it. Reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately and it's time for you to receive. So like what I was saying is that maybe even for some of you, you have been visiting a lot. Okay, and maybe you feel maybe there's like you get one day off and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna go visit my dad today, or I'm not gonna call my dad today. I'm gonna do a little spa day, and then you feel so guilty about it, like, oh my god, what if he passed away today? Like, and I didn't call, whatever, and you get like all worked up. It's okay because again, there's nothing you can do. It is inevitable. You already know that this person is towards the end of their life cycle, and it's gonna be really sad. But you can't keep torture. I feel like y'all are torturing yourselves by doing this. By letting yourself have a day off and then feeling guilty and shitty about it. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So Spirit is saying that don't forget to treat yourself. Don't forget to take care of yourself. And this is a saying that I love. If you don't take care of yourself, you will not be able to take care of anyone else. What the? I swear I just heard like my door was like creaking open. I don't like that. If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love anyone else? RuPaul, okay? Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God. What did I say earlier in the reading? That whatever you believe in, God, a higher power, that relationship is personal. That is between you and God. And whatever's going on with this addict and their substance and their trauma, that's between them and them. You know, that's their personal shit. If it's your father, that relationship that they're having, this experience that they're about to go through with death is their own thing. And every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Some of you need to pray more to God, meditate. Maybe some of you, because this is so stressful on the physical plane, we tend to forget to like pray and like talk to our guides and speak to God and ask for protection, ask for love. And I'm getting that the more you do that, you will feel more loved, you'll feel more secure, and all the stuff that's going on in your life will feel less chaotic, and it'll be actually easier for you to handle it, for you to maneuver, okay? This is the fun part of the reading, Aquarius. You are going to go ahead and ask one singular question to God, the angels, universe, energy, spirit, whatever higher power you believe in. I want you to ask them a question, call them out by name, and then say your question. Think about this question over and over and over and over again in your head and say it out loud. If you need more time to formulate your question, go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to pull the card for the answer to this question. Ask Spirit. Don't ask me. Ask Spirit, okay? Ask God, whatever you believe in. Alrighty, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, what is the answer to their question? One question only, Aquarius. Make it clear. What is the answer to their question? The answer to your question is take action. Okay? So, again, your overall energy is the thinking woman. This is not a card of action, right? What I had said, I feel like you're just thinking over and over and over and over again. You're an overthinker, or you're just specifically overthinking about this specific situation. And the more time you waste just trying to create solutions, the less time you're spending with this person that may be gone soon. The less time you're focused on yourself and the good shit that's happening in your life. It's like the more time you spend focused on things that are not in your immediate everyday area, which I don't think you're physically with this person every day. You're not physically in the situation. Like I sense strongly that your life looks good on a day-to-day basis. There's a lot going on for you. You're very busy. You're successful, and you're thriving. And these energies are kind of distracting you from that because your mind is like somewhere else. So you need to really try to be as present as you can. Take action. Again, I don't know what it was that you just asked, but Spirit is saying to take action, okay? That is the answer from God. That is the answer from whatever you just prayed to, whatever you just asked. They are saying take action. Don't just think, because nothing happens with just thinking. Action is what creates changes. Action is what leads to change in your life and the life for the people around you, all right? That is going to be it for your reading, Aquarius. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already to the channel. You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at TheJupiterChild. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information to do so is in the description box down below. Just shoot me an email asking for a private reading and we can discuss it further there. Have a great rest of your February. Happy birthday. Be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. And I will see you guys in the next month. Bye.